Hi everyone, it's Tiffany here to do another recap. Today I traded CCL and it was actually not on my primary watch list, but it was on my secondary, so I was watching it. Um, so this again, I sat on my hands for the first 15 minutes. Gosh, I cannot wait until I am at the place where I can see things clearly in the first 15 minutes, but sometimes I just can't. And today was one of those days. So I sat and I saw this one. It had CCL had gapped up, and this was my perfect 15-minute opening range breakup. As you can see, this the first 15-minute candle, it started out below the VWAP and ended up above, and it was quite strong. It had made this nice 1-minute bull candle, came back down, couldn't quite make a new low. Then on the 5-minute, it was a really nice bull candle, started below the VWAP, ended above, nice engulfing from the previous 5-minute candle. As soon as the 15-minute candle closed, I waited on a pullback and went long. So as soon as it pulled back to the VWAP, I went long. It just seemed very strong this morning. Funny enough, I've told you guys before that for the first 15 minutes, I have the chat muted because it affects my trading if I'm hearing everybody getting into different trades, and it fogs what I'm seeing. And sometimes I jump into trades that I'm not really seeing myself, but other people pointed out. I'm like, oh yeah, I guess. So I jump into it, and so anyhow, I mute the trade, or I mute the chat for the first 15 minutes. So I get into this trade, and after I get into it, and I take my first partial, which was right here at the previous candle high. And by the way, the risk to reward on this was amazing. I had like a 4-cent risk getting into this trade. And so I took my first partial at the previous top of the 5-minute candle, and I went back to the chat and unmuted it and found out that Andrew was in the same trade. And when you find out that, it feels kind of good. You're like, whew, maybe I made the right decision. Anyhow, so I took another partial here at the 1642 level, which was another one of Thor's 10 foil line was right there. So I took a partial, and then the high of the day, I took another partial. And the reason I partialed here is because the level 2 had a large amount of asks right above where I took this partial. So I didn't know if it was topping there. As you can see on the 1 minute, the volume came in right here. So because of the high volume and the level 2, I went ahead and partialed again, and then partialed most of my shares here at the height of this candlestick, almost making it to a previous day close. And I left about 5% of my position to break out at even. That is something I've been doing for a couple weeks now. I'm really trying to leave a tiny bit of my position to either break even or run. There's been many times where I've been saying that I would do that, and then I see that it's coming down, and I think it's reversing on me, and I go ahead and get out of my position, and then it bounces off the VWAP or whatever and goes back in my direction. So I'm really sticking to that right now. But anyhow, thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Happy trading.